Hello everyone and welcome to this stream. This is a bit of a peculiar one since we are not going to be playing anything today. Well, not anything. We are in Trackmania Canyon. If I pull up the scene, there we go. So this is Trackmania Canyon and we're going to be casting the 353rd, Smurf Cup. So for those of you who don't know what the Smurf Cup is, so this is a competition that is held in rounds mode over the course of 7 maps. So each map gets played until someone reaches a points tally that is over 180, that is equal or over 180 points. Maps get, oh man. I'm sorry guys, I'm like shaking. So yeah, this is the first time I'm actually casting something in Trackmania, and we actually have a good amount of maps. We have some really good maps actually for this selection for this month of May, with actually got the rotation. There we go. So we're starting off with Irina Creek, then moving on to Strata, then For Everyone, Multibla, Popeye, Goodbye featuring Axe and Mebact. So Irina Creek is a map made by Clear Vision, Strata is a map from Ibo, For Everyone is made by Gatto, Multibula is made by Bootifara, Popeye is a map from Plasta, Goodbye is made from Zombak and Axe, and Mebact is a map from React. So the cup starts at top of the hour, so we're in about 3 minutes we're actually going to start. So what's at stake here is a total prize pool of 20,000 planets, with the winner taking home the big cut of 6,000 planets. Planets are basically the in-game currency of Trackmania. So we're actually up at around 22 or 26 players here. So out of the notable guys, we've got Cloud from Hyperion, if I'm not mistaken, or Hype Boys. Oh my god. My knowledge is a little bit out of the water, so I'm sorry with this, guys. So Cloud is actually one of the players entered in the Smurf Canyon League's competition, Canyon Endurance Premiership, excuse me. Then we've got Jasper, member of the first Smurf team, engaged in the SCLC EP as well. All the Smurf teams are entered in the Pro League, in the Open League, by the way. Then we got Maxi, another member of Smurf. Then we got Lex, one of the newer guys on the block. Well, newer guys on the block is a bit of an understatement. He's actually one of the novice players of Trackmania Canyon. He has actually been doing rather well. Then we got Bootifara, one of the map makers. Hot Dog from Hype Boys. Then we got let me see who we got. We actually got React there, another one of the map makers who actually made the map called Mebact. Then we got Zoleda Zehond, member of Smurf Team 3, which is the team that I'm actually part of for SCL CEP. Then we got Procoli, member of Smurf Team 1. Please note that this is not part of CEP, this is completely different. Then we got John Boy, member from Team Mu, who is actually entered in the Pro League, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we also got Ibo, one of the members of Smurf Team 4, or in this case Smurf Team 2x2, since there was no Superscript 4 available. So yeah, playing in SCLC EP, and he is also one of the moderators of Mania Exchange, the map uploading the map sharing website for all things Trackmania and Mania Planet in general, since you don't only find Trackmania maps but also Shootmania maps for Shootmania. He's also one of the organizers of the MXKOs, which are regular events, knockout-style events that take place on Fridays and Saturdays on Mania Planet games, so Stadium, Canyon, Lagoon, and Valley, as well as on United, so on Legacy video games, if you will. Alright, we're starting in about 1 minute 45, so at the end of the timer, for this map, we're actually going to start. We also got Surom, very good player from Team Demise, actually also entered in CEP, who holds a few a few of the world records on the maps that we're going to be playing tonight. I will be calling the maps. I'll be calling each of the actions on the maps and stuff like that. And we got Team Mania, who actually just joined in. We got Ender. Yeah, we actually got a bunch of people joining in. We're going to be closing in on 25 active players. And we got just a little over 1 minute remaining. So if you find the casting is a bit lackluster, bear with me guys, this is actually my first time casting. I hope everything goes well. So we're starting in less than a minute. And again, how the cup runs in rounds mode. Points are attributed to players who finish each round depending on their position. The first one to have a score equal to or exceeding 180 points wins the map, and at the end of the 7 maps, all the points from all the players are tallied up to give you the final score, and the one with the most points wins the cup. Alright, so we are now starting with the first map of the night called Irina Creek by Clear Vision. Good luck and have fun, everyone. We are about to start. Alright, so here is the first map then. Irina Creek by Clear Vision. What is considered to be the beginner map for this particular SmurfCup map pack. Considered to be pretty flowy by most people, myself included. If we take a look around at the map, you can see that only the start is a little bit tricky. We got a nasty bump here that is not to be caught. It's not to get caught on. Otherwise, you could be sent up onto wheels and actually not having any steering response. Otherwise, it is a pretty flowy map with a gigantic U-turn there. Here, as you can see, the flyer, all the players funnel down. 2 different approaches. Is with to me the better approach being taking the longer route and actually going this way around the and actually going towards the left, taking the hairpin on the left and not on the right. Then it goes to a tight section that is usually done through a drift. And then into this rather flowy section here with a couple of drifts. This part is done for speed, then a pretty sharp turn, usually done by drift in order to actually go onto the underside where there is a jump to make through. And then it is important to have the right speed and the right angle in order to make it, because the clearance is not so big. It did happen to me plenty of times to actually get caught on that barrier, and then it's a straight run towards the finish line. Alright then, round 1 of the Smurf Cup, here we go. We're actually going to be following Manu for the start. Good luck, have fun. And everyone is underway. Someone is already making a mistake early, and we got 2 rollovers right from the get-go as people caught the bump. Now, people are actually taking the hairpin on the right turn, which actually does seem to be the fastest strat overall. People tend to take the drift. Someone actually gets caught up. Suram in battle with Cloud for first place. Then they're followed by Procoli, John Boy, and Manu, who is actually holding up pretty well. Then towards the back of the pack, we got Lex, who is a little bit in a league of his own. He's actually 6 seconds behind. He's got passed by Jostein. Aibo evolving in 14th place at the moment. Clears the jump, and as we get back to everything, it's Cloud first, Suram second, Minipini third, Darmulti 4th, and Procoli 5th, with React, Manu, and Hot Dog completing the top 8. And out of the unfortunate people who will not be able to make it is Hydra, who is actually 33 seconds behind the leader. He will not have any time to finish and will not collect any points as a result of that. Round 2 is now commencing. We're now following Cloud. Everyone getting nice and tidy. Watch out for the bumps. Someone already rolled over. It seems to be Lex, if I'm not mistaken. And now we're following Zolidos Ahond, evolving in around the top 10. Gets a little bit of a slowdown there, so drops a couple positions. Clouts the wall when trying to drift. But other people do tend to say to do also sorts of mistakes, so he's already back up to 12. And he's going to be looking to pounce and catch up to the other two guys to get into the top 10. Meanwhile, towards the front, so we got Cloud and Suram again in a battle with Mini Beanie. Waiting for them to potentially crash and spill the beans, but it looks like it's unlikely to happen, as it's going to be another battle with Cloud and Suram, and it's just Suram by only the tiniest of by only one of the finest of margins who takes the first place. Cloud second, Broccoli third. Hydra finishing the round this time and actually collecting some points. Acadia unfortunately will not be able to make it to the finish. And now, as a result of the two previous finishes, both Cloud and Suram are equal on points. This is actually fully pro-Coli for this time. Everybody getting away nice and tidy. One rollover again on the bump. Now it's Cloud and Suram. And Procoli also getting in the mix as well. Procoli unfortunately getting clouding the wall in the exit. Drops down to 8th place. And he looks like he's going to try to evolve and get a few good positions. Manu actually making a mistake, so he moves up to P7. Let's actually get back towards... Well, actually, Suram is down in P6, so yeah, there's a bit of a shake-up. Mini Beanie actually actually upstaging everyone and running towards the round victory. There he goes. Mini Beanie first, Cloud second, and Hot Dog third, with React and Suram completing the top 5, Procoli, Jumboy, and Ender completing the top 8. That was a pretty upsetting round in terms of the scoreboard. Or maybe, in terms of a scoreboard, but it doesn't look like to be too much of a change for the leaders, with Cloud only extending its advantage to Suram, and actually Mini Beanie jumping Suram to second. No, actually not jumping him by just 2 points. So we're already at the point where if Cloud just gets its second or better, he actually might be able to get away with the first map. For now, it's actually Ivo who gets the whole shot in the first checkpoint. Now it's Suram leading with Cloud and Jumboy close behind. Hotdog making a mistake. He clouding the wall. He drops down to P5. And here goes Ender up to P5 and now demoting to P6. Oh, someone has actually made a mistake. Cloud makes it to the finish first with Mini Beanie second and Jumboy third. Ender fourth, followed by Hotdog, React, Mikey, and Maxi. So this means that round 1, or map 1, is won by Cloud. Nastin finishing the round, and it looks as though we may have had everyone. There doesn't seem to be anyone else. Hello Black Dark, how are you doing, man? So thank you for joining us. We're actually casting SmurfCup 353. I'm sorry if my casting sounds a little bit erratic. It's because it's my first time doing it, so wish me luck. Anyway, so we're going to be moving on to map 2. Oh. Come on. Alright, sorry for the drop frames, guys. I had a little bit of a technical issue, but otherwise we're fine. So now we are going on to Strata, a map from Aibo. Second map of the night, with the world record being held by Suram in a 1 minute .945. We actually get a little bit of lag on the server with people actually loading the map, so we got 2 invalid times from Arcadia and Der Hunt. But it actually occurred during the warm-up, so everything is all good. Everybody should be in. And so, as we're actually checking the results... So, here are the standings as they are. Cloud on top with 190 points, followed by Mini Beanie on 174, and Suram third on 147. Then comes React on 142, Multi on 124, and actually 6th equal on points are Hot Dog and Procoli, followed then by Jumbo on 113, Ender on 99, and then 10th, Manu on 96. Further down the grid, then we got Aibo, Maxi for the Smurfs, then then for the next Smurf we got Haxe down in 14th place. He's followed by Timania, then Jasper in 17th, Zeehold in 19th, Lex in 20th, and Akeda in 25th. It seems like I have a little bit of a camera bug. Yeah, seems like I'm still in Can 7. Oh, this is a bit embarrassing. Anyways, we're gonna have to follow from there, guys. So here they are. All the way nice and cleanly. Cloud, Mebe, Ender, Mini Beanie, and Suram so far the top 5. As they funnel down into that tight bank section. Here they come. Down that U-turn. Through the tight section, through this tight drifting section, or full speed section. I'm sorry guys, this is a bit difficult to follow. Oh man. This is such a train wreck. Okay. Everybody making it nice and safe through the U-turn. I'm really sorry, guys. This is a technical issue that I'm trying to resolve. Press 2 on the numpad. The problem is it actually switches my scene. Ah, there we go. So yeah, hold on. I'm actually gonna switch back the scenes. Thank you, Bull, for that. I'm really sorry again for the inconvenience. It's my first time casting. What can you do? Anyway, so everyone finishing. Cloud, Suram, Mebe, Mini Beanie, Ender, Procoli, React, and Jumboy, the top 8. Thank you, Bull, again for that advice. I'll be sure to save for that. The problem is that my numpad is actually mapped to the scene switching, so yeah, it does conflict. Anyway, we're on to round 2. Let's follow React for a bit. And someone actually didn't go. React taking a wider line, allowing it to get a tighter line on the turn 2. And he actually sits in 4th with, behind Mebe, Ender, and Cloud. Procoli close behind. Onto the bank turn. And the top of the pack seems to stay rather bunched up. We still got Mebe up front with Cloud following him, then Suram, Ender, Procoli, and React, who are following. Oh, Jumbo actually making a mistake. React actually taking advantage of that and moving on to P5. No, it wasn't Jumbo. Oh, man. So still P6 for React. Next actually follow someone else. Let's follow Suram. Suram, who's actually behind Cloud and Mebe, who are fighting right to the bitter end for the first place. Cloud ahead. Mebe ahead, rather. And it's Mebe, Cloud, Suram, Procoli, Jumboy, React, Aibo, and Mini Beanie for this round. Everyone else finishing the round at the present time. Derhan coming in 25th. And Eternity actually taking the alternate finish to finish 27th. And so far, 95 points for Cloud and 91 points for Mebe. So 1, 2, 3 is Cloud, Mebe, and Suram, who we follow now for this round. Thank you, Fab and Shane, for the follow, by the way. Alright, after 3 checkpoints, it's Mebe, Cloud, Manu, Suram, and Jumboy. Suram actually making ground on Manu, moving up to P3. And now Soon waiting to pounce and actually take the lead, which he does, almost. There's going to be a battle between the Hyde Boys and the Demise player. Mebe in front of Cloud, Suram close behind. And as we go back a little bit further down the pack, we got Bootifara, who's evolving in 10th place so far. Actually trying to catch up to Yelmer, or Zoli de Zeon rather, and actually gets overtaken by Del Multi. He's actually battling it to stay in the top 10. And as we go back up front, Cloud following Mebe closely, and Mebe is actually going to take the round. So Mebe first, Cloud second, Suram third, Jumboy fourth, and React completing the top 5. Ender 6th, Yelmer or Zehon 7th, and Hot Dog in the top 8. Yunstein finishing his round 24th. And Nastin unfortunately seems to have been an AFK and he left, so yeah, no points for him. Lex having finished this round as well. And actually a change in the lead for 1 point. Maybe retakes the lead from Cloud. Suram actually closing in on third in with 127 points. Jumboy and React actually having a battle for 4th place. Jumboy 104 points and React 102. At the start of this round, so we got Cloud, Jumboy, Ender, Suram, and Manu for the top 5 after CP3. And to check for the other guys with Procoli, who seems to be further down the pack. Yeah, he seems to be way down on the leaders. He's actually down in 25th. There must have been a pretty big mistake in the early turns. Then we follow some of the guys in the mid pack with Ender actually evolving in 17th place, not having enough pace. Then we move back up to Zehond in P15. And actually we're gonna move back to the lead with Suram actually battling with Cloud. Cloud still has an advantage of around 1/10, but 1/10 is not much. 2/10 actually. And Cloud is gonna take the round. So Cloud, Suram, Mebe, so Cloud, Suram, Jumboy, Mini Beanie, Manu, React, Harse, and Mebe for the top 8. It sounds bad, man. It sounds bad, Black Dark. Well, hope you get well hope you actually recover from that rash. And as a result, Cloud gets another 190 points and wins map 2. So, standings for the map, Cloud first on 190, Suram second on 172, and Mebe third for 1 point behind Suram. And for the top 3 so far in the cup, Cloud, Suram, and Mini Beanie. Full round recap coming up. So here we go, the standings after round 2. So on 380 points we got Cloud first, followed then by Suram. I'm on 319, Mini Beanie on 288, React on 278, and completing the top 5 is Jumboy on 258. Then follows Procoli, Hot Dog, Ender, and Manu for the top 10. Then following further down, 11th is Aibo, Mebe down in 12th place. 3 points away from 3 points in front of Harse in 13th, then followed by Zehond, actually has the same points as Harse, so 13 equal. And we got Bootifara, Maxi, Mossi, Jasper, Mikey, Artico del Sur, and towards the end of the pack we got Justin, T-Mania, M. Nishu, Acadia, Lex, Hunt, Eternity, Hydra 08, and Drifting Zero. Nastin actually left us earlier during the second map. So, map 3, For Everyone by Gato. Actually one of the cup maps, I'm told. And the record for this map is currently held by Cloud with a 41.950. Alright, warm-up coming to an end. Map 3 about to start. Let's follow Suram for the start of this round. Alright, so this map then starts with this drift on the dirt. Transition jump, where you had to get your guard sideways to get the drift into the next corner. Suram so far battling with Mebe and Cloud for the lead. Cloud in front of Suram with Mebe third. Final checkpoint reached, and now it's just a straight run with a booster and jump to the finish line, and it looks like Suram will get it. Suram finishing first ahead of Cloud, Mebe, and Hot Dog. React completing the top 5 with Minibini, Broccoli, and Jasper completing the top 8. Jasper and Broccoli actually picking up some vital points after the disappointment in map 2. Akeda finishing the round in 24th. Nishu also having finished the round. And Article is actually having to respawn. He will actually have enough time to make it to the end. There he goes over the jump and finishes the round 25th. So, Suram taking the early lead on map 3. And we have the start of round 2. The cast of SCL, I'm actually planning to cast Playday 6, so both the Open League and the Premier League match. That's going to happen on May the 26th, starting at just before 8 o'clock, so don't worry about that, Black Dark. So, back to the racing. After 2 checkpoints, Cloud in front of Suram, then Broccoli, React, and Minibini. Suram actually battling hard with Cloud for first place. Suram with a better line. He gets the checkpoint by not the largest of margins, not the tiniest either. And he's still battling hard. 14,000th of a second separating the two. It's going to be a straight run to the finish line with a jump, and it looks like Cloud will get it just. So Cloud in front of Suram, Hot Dog, Minibini, and React for the top 5, with Solide Zehond, Mebe, and Ender completing the top 8. Lex finishing the round in 24th. It was indeed a good round. So Cloud and Suram actually now tying for first place here on map 3. And pulling a gap to Hot Dog, who is actually taking the 3rd spot for top to Mebe. So far the top 5 in points. Suram and Cloud 95. Hot Dog on 79, then Mebe on 73, and React just 1 point behind Mebe. Yes, I am playing tomorrow, Black Dark. Back to the racing then, and it's a battle between this time Mebe and Suram, with Suram actually getting a much better line through the corner and easily taking the lead over Mebe, and pulling a gap of almost 3/10 to React, who is now in 2nd, with Broccoli in 3rd. So it might be a good round for the Smurfs. And so far, Suram is going to take the finish line as we follow Jasper. So it's Suram, React, Broccoli, Minibini, Cloud, Jasper, Hot Dog, and Zehon, your top 8. And with that, Suram will retake the lead of the map and move within striking distance of his first map win of tonight. 145 points for Suram, 131 for Cloud, 117 for React, and then battle for 3rd actually is hotting up with React, Hot Dog, and Minibini just 7 points apart. Now we're going back to the lead battle with Suram. After checkpoint 2, it's React for the Cloud and Suram. React actually putting up a good fight. And now it's all about Cloud and Suram. Suram getting a better line to the corner. Overtakes Cloud, but Cloud might get it. Oh no! He actually gets a real horrible mistake here. That might cost him his chance at taking the fight to Suram for the lead. And yeah, it's going to be pretty much over for this map at least. Suram now taking the line. That was a big oof. Press F for Cloud. So it's Suram, Broccoli, Mini Beanie, Hot Dog, Manu, React, Mebe, and Bootifara for the top 8 on the final round of map 3. Eternity leading, Cloud finishing in down in the lowly 22nd. Yeah, that was a pretty big hit of the wall for Cloud. That was indeed unfortunate. So, 195 points grants Suram the map 3, and actually second tied are Mini Beanie and React on 151 points. Your ranking so far, Cloud still first with Suram closing to a mere 5 points. Then Mini Beanie third, React fourth, and Broccoli fifth. Moving on to map number 4, which is Multibula by Bootifara. Now, as with the other 2 rounds, we'll get a closer look at the overall ranking. So, Cloud on top with the 519 points, but only 5 points ahead of Suram, who has actually a title of 514 points. Then behind are Mini Beanie on 439, then React on 429, and completing the top 5 is another Smurf, Broccoli on 354. Then for the rest of the top 10, it's Hot Dog, Mebe, Multi, Ender, and Manu in that order. Then follows Hafsa in 11th, Zehon in 12th, Aibo in 13th, Johnboy in 14th, Bootifara 15th, Jasper in 16th, Maxi in 17th, Mossy in 18th, Mikey in 19th, and completing the top 20 is Jostein. For the guys further back in the back, for the for the remaining Smurf guys, we got Acadia in 25th, followed by Lex, only 1 point behind, and Timania down in 27th. So this map is called Multibula, made by Bootifara. This is one of the shorter maps. We're actually midway through the cup. We're on map 4, and the record for this map is actually held by Suram with a 36.804. Warm-up is done. Map 4 about to start. Let's actually follow... Let's see, Maxi. So everyone getting away pretty cleanly. This is not so tough of a start. Maxi down in 17th after the first checkpoints. Then we go into this tunnel section, which then follows into a drifting right-hander. This part can be done full speed when you get the line right, followed then by a jump and a pretty sharp drift turn to go back down to ground level. Now if we go back with someone else, let's actually pick Broccoli. Broccoli actually battling with the lead, and at the end of it, it's Ender in front of Cloud and Mebe. With Broccoli in 4th, Bootifara, React, Suram, and Multi covering the top 8. Ender upstaging Cloud at the last minute to collect the 50 points. No, it wasn't Multi, it was Mossy. Sorry about the mistake. Aibo venting a little bit of frustration after being passed by 3 people on the same turn. So, Ender first, then we got Cloud in 2nd, and Mebe 3rd for the map ranking. Let's actually follow Cloud. So Cloud getting a better line here. Through the tunnel section, into the drifting turn. And actually he does a little drift because of how shallow the entry is. Making it through the jump, battling with Mebe, who actually goes a little bit wider. Cloud and Suram just 42 thousandths of a second apart. Suram with a slower line here, so that could be the key that could be the cue that Cloud needed to take the lead, and it is. Cloud finishing in front of Suram and Mebe, followed by Ender, Bootifara, Aibo, React, and Mini Beanie completing the top 8. Only 16 thousandths of a second between Cloud and Suram at the finish. Jostein finishing the round in reverse, down in 25th place. And it looks like so far we don't have anyone else to finish, so the lead goes to Cloud for this map. Ender falling down a second with 88 points, and Mebe going back to down to 82 points. Suram and Bootifara completing the top 5 for this map. Following Cloud again for this round. Suram taking an early lead. Mebe joining in the battle. Cloud and Suram 3 thousandths, 21 thousandths apart in favor of Suram. It's really nip and tuck between these two guys. As we follow down further down the grid, we got Ibo, who's actually evolving around P8. And if we go back to the lead, it's going to be another run to the finish line, and Cloud gets it once again for 18 thousandths in front of Suram, followed by Minibini, React, Mebe, Butifara, Broccoli, and Ibo for the top 8. Justine finishing around in 24th. And finishing another round was Eternity, finishing in 25th. I hope you're enjoying this cast. This is my first time casting anything, so if you've got any feedback, don't feel free to actually give it to me in the chat. And as we say that, we are on to round 4 of the map, with Cloud within striking distance of a third map win tonight. Suram taking a bit of risk there to get as much speed as he can. Suram still in the lead, with Cloud fighting and Ender close behind. It's gonna be all about these guys for the final turn again. Oh, Suram making a mistake, and that is gonna seal the deal for this map, aside from a big mistake from Cloud. Cloud is actually gonna take map 4 with ease. Cloud finishing in front of Broccoli, Minibini, Suram, Manu, React, Ibo, and Harse. 5 Smurfs in the top 8. So there you go then. Cloud 3 out of 4 with 195 points to his name. And as we're gonna check the quick recap, Cloud still in front with 714 points, followed by Suram on 674 and Minibini on 571 further down, actually being hunted by React on 567, so there's going to be a good battle for 3rd place in the long run. Now onto map number 5, called Popeye by Plasta. Hovering around the 50-second mark, this is one of the longer maps of the map pack, and the current record is held by Cloud with a 52.092. Now let's actually check the overall results to get a better look at the overall situation. So, Cloud first on 714 points, Suram second on 674, then followed by Minibini and React, who are just 4 points apart, Minibini on 571 and React on 567. Broccoli completing the top 5 on 489. Then follow Mebe, Hotdog, Ender, Ibo, and Multi for the top 10. Further down, we can find Butifara in 11th, Manu in 12th, Harse in 13th, Zehorn in 14th, Jasper in 15th, Mossy in 16th, Maxi in 17th, John Boy in 18th, Mikey in 19th, and Hunt completing the top 20. Further down for the other Smurfs, we find Lex actually taking equal in points with Acadia, so both Lex and Acadia are 25th in the rankings, and Timania still 27th. Unfortunately, he might have left at that point. So map number 5, and everybody driving their warm-up nice and tidy. Usually there is actually a good curse where if you do well in warm-up, it doesn't tend to go down well in the actual rounds. Now this is not one of the maps that I actually played in preparation for this cast. I'm not gonna lie, so my knowledge might be a little bit off. But that's okay, we're just gonna roll with it. Anyway. The map number 5 is about to start, and we're actually gonna follow Suram. So, Suram taking a better start, much better line through there, and he leads after the first checkpoint with Minibini actually making a mistake, so he's gonna be dropping down. Now it's up to Mebe and Cloud to upstage him, and actually make Suram make it with a better line, so it's Mebe in front of Cloud, Suram, Minibini, and Broccoli for the top 5 after checkpoint 2. Through the chicane, the U-turn. Now to the bank's double left-hander, followed by this right-hander that is somewhat tighter than you think it is. And Suram finishing in first in front of Cloud for 1/10. So it's Suram, Cloud, Minibini, Broccoli, React, Mebe, Manu, and Butifara, your top 8. Acadia finishing the round at 21st. Lex also finishing the round down in 22nd and 23rd, there or thereabouts. And Maxi, unfortunately, or will he make it? Yes, he does. He will make it down in 24th place. He must have had a pretty big mistake. This is not his usual finishing place for this Smurf Cup. So, Suram in front of Cloud and Mini Beanie with Broccoli and React, completing the top 5 so far after round 1 of map 5. Let's actually follow Mini Beanie this time around. Mini Beanie taking an early lead after checkpoint 1, but soon losing it as he tends to get a little bit wider. And yeah, a bit of a wide exit there from Mini Beanie. He stays in 4th place. Suram, Mebe, Cloud, Mini Beanie, and React used to be the ranking. Now it's Suram, Cloud, Mebe, Mini Beanie, and Broccoli fighting for the top 5 positions, with Cloud and Suram battling once again for the lead. As we approach the end section of the map now, we're gonna actually go towards Broccoli, who's a little bit further ahead. Oh, and actually Mebe making a slight... Actually, Suram making a slight mistake, so it's Suram in front of Cloud, Broccoli taking the 3rd spot, Mini Beanie in front of Mebe, then React, Aibo, and Butifara completing the top 8. Yostin completing his round, down in 23rd place. And Eternity actually not gonna make... actually retired. No, he's not retired, he's outside the map, so he will not be able to complete it. And his engine does not really sound alive and well. That's all we're gonna say. Anyway, so Suram taking the lead with 100 points in front of Cloud on 90, and third equal are Broccoli and Mini Beanie, with React's 5th place on 70 points. Following Broccoli for this round, actually in a pretty good mix for the top 5 positions here with Manu, it seems. Yeah, it seems like Manu is in 3rd place. There we go. Mebe, Broccoli, Manu, Beanie Beanie, and Suram battling for the top 5 positions. Mebe in front of Broccoli. It seems as though Cloud might have made a mistake. Yeah, he's further down the pack. He's down in 10th. Now if we go back with Broccoli battling with Mini Beanie and Mebe. Mebe retaking the lead for 3/10. Now as we move towards the final couple checkpoints, who's gonna crack under pressure? Mini Beanie actually trying to take the fight to Broccoli, but it's a little bit too late. No mistake from either driver. So Mebe first, Broccoli second, Suram third, followed by Mini Beanie, Manu, Ender, React, and Cloud. And this actually could put Mebe back onto the map for his first map win of the night. Mebe taking 3rd spot, 3rd equal with Cloud on 120 points. Suram still leading with 141 points, with Broccoli second on 124. Let's now follow Mini Beanie for this round. Mini Beanie taking it wide on the entry. And for this corner, having a pretty neat and tidy exit, actually. He moved up into 4th place, battling with Cloud, Suram, Mebe, and Ender. React also joining in the fun. Aw, this is really neat and tidy driving for Mini Beanie to actually potentially mix it with the big boys that are Cloud and Suram up front. Moving into the final couple checkpoints. And it looks as though Suram will get the map win. Yes, he will finish in front of Cloud and get the full 50 points, so it's Suram first in front of Cloud, Mini Beanie, React, and Broccoli for the top 5, with following Mebe, Manu, and Butifara completing the top 8. Justine finishing 24th, Acadia 25th, and this is pretty much it. So, map 5 has been concluded with another victory from Suram on 191 points. Let's see how the results stack up in the overall order. Cloud still leading, but again, he's going to feel the pressure from Suram, who's now just 14 points behind. Mini Beanie down in 3rd with 729, and React actually securing his 4th place from Broccoli with 747 to Broccoli's 649 points. Map 5 is Goodbye by Zombak and Axe. with a pretty peculiar start, as you can see. As you can see from this, from the overhead camera, where it is pretty much a straight U-turn with a potential 2-wheel. And yeah, the record for this map is a 50.180 by Suram. / results, and we're actually gonna see how the results stack up. So we got Cloud still leading on 879, then Surang in close second with 865, followed by Minibini on 729, and React fourth on 707, and completing the top 5 is Procoli with 649. Following then are Mebe, Ender, Botifara, Multi, and Aibo completing the top 10. Then follow Manu in 11th, Hot Dog in 12th, Zehon in 13th, Haxu in 14th, Jasper in 15th, Moss in 16th, Maxi 17th, John Boy 18th, Mikey 19th, and Hunt still in 20th. Towards the back of the pack, we still have a little bit of a battle brewing between Acadia and Lex, who are only 5 points apart, with Acadia actually taking the lead over Lex. And Jostein actually becoming Jostein actually breaking the 200-point barrier. So, the warm-up is about to come to an end, and map 6 is about to begin. It's everything to play for so far. We only got like a 14 point gap between first and second. Let's follow Suram for the first round. As you can see, a very tight turn that actually some people tend to drift. Actually, most people tend to drift here in order to lose less time. And Suram already pulling a little bit of the gap to the guys behind. Mebe coming in to take the fight. So it's Suram, Mebe, Cloud, Procoli, and Ender after checkpoint 2. Then moving on to a small unpaved section. Small unpaved turn there. And the final couple corners, this particular bank corner, and an easy right-left to the finish, and Cloud could take it! Oh, by 3,000, Suram just makes it. So it's Suram third, Cloud second, Procoli third, followed by Multi, Minibini, Mebe, Ender, and PD and TT. Okay, this was a really nice finish. TXT, sorry. So, Suram gets the 50 points by only 0.003 of a second. Let us follow Procoli for this round. Taking the drift once again on turn 1. Looking to be in pretty decent shape, but coming towards checkpoint 2. Oh, everybody missing the apex quite a bit. P5 for Procoli on checkpoint 2. Suram leading in front of Mebe, Cloud, and Ender. Let's actually switch to Cloud for the battle for the lead. Battling with Suram once again. Oh, not much separating these two guys. Only 0.06 of a second. Cloud with potentially a better line there. Could potentially get a better speed into the corner. Whoa, and Mebe actually trying to yeet it. It's maybe not going to pay out. And Suram looks as if he has this round, and Cloud makes a mistake, so yeah. Suram, Cloud, Mebe, Ender, Procoli, Reacts, TXT, and Minibini for the top 8 on round 2 of map 6. Everybody else finishing their round. Acadia finishing in 24th. In front of Lex, who is actually just gonna make it to the finish. Yeah, 1 second to spare. Finishing 25th. A full 100 points for Suram then. And who leads in front of Cloud on 90 points. 77 points for Procoli in third, who is then followed by Mebe on 75, and Ender on 70 points, completing the top 5. Following Cloud for this round, who's had a fairly decent start, still a little bit behind on Suram, on Mebe, and the other boys. It's a better line there. He's gonna be in the top 3 fight. Suram, Mebe, and Cloud battling it for the lead. Suram still having an edge over the rest of the boys. Less than a tenth now. This could really change in any corner. Mebe trying to get much more speed than the other two, but it's not going to pan out. Suram, without any further mistakes, should make it. Oh, this is going to be close. And Suram gets a third straight round win. Suram, Cloud, Mebe, Broccoli, Ender, Manu, React, and Harse. Top 8 of round 3 from map 6. Lex finishing the round in 16th place. This was probably his best. That's possibly his best finishing position in this Smurf Cup so far, and that could well and truly help him to take the advantage over Acadia. And here's Eternity with his engine sound. The Rees are out. Maybe moving up to P2, to P3 actually. Mebe actually taking third spot with 160 points, only 1 point ahead of Broccoli, so the battle is still on for third place. As we are now going to be following said player, as he tries to battle with Suram. Makes a mistake that's going to cost him dearly. He's down in 10th position as of now, getting overtaken by Smurf guys, including Harse and Aibo. And he's going to evolve. It's pretty much going to be stuck for him down there. So Suram battling with Cloud once again. And this could be for the potential overtake and the lead of this Smurf Cup number 353. Cloud actually ahead, but Suram is slightly gaining on him. Is it going to be enough though? Is Cloud going to choke on this final turn? No, he will not. Cloud taking the round from Suram, Broccoli, Mini Beanie, TXT, Reacts, Smurf, Reacts, and Multi, and Ender. And Suram, with 195 points, will take the map win. When Cloud will finish a close second, just 10 points behind. Alright, for those of you who just joined in, thank you. We're at the end of map 6 from Smurf Cup 353. Currently, the leader is Cloud, but that may not be the case anymore, as Suram just took a big chunk out of the rather small lead that Cloud actually had, as we're going to see in the recap. Cloud now just 4 points ahead of Suram. This is hotting up to be a nice battle for the lead. Mini Beanie down in 3rd, then Reacts and Broccoli actually battling with Mini Beanie for 2nd place. Mini Beanie in 3rd place, rather, sorry. Map number 7, Mevact. Possibly one of the most technical maps, if not the most technical map and most difficult from this map pack for this month. The record here is Suram once again with a 48.232. So here we are again with the standings. Cloud on 1,064 points first, 4 points clear of Suram in second on 1,060. Oh my god, my mouth is broken. Sorry guys. Mini Beanie is down in 3rd with 844. Reacts is 4th with 820 points, and completing the top 5 is Broccoli with 805. Followed then by Mebe on 708, Ender on 645, Multi on 617. Botifara on 596, and Aibo completing the top 10 on 574. Then from 11th to 28th downwards, in that order, we got Manu, Harse, Zehond, Jasper, Mossi, Hot Dog, Maxi, Mikey, Hunt, and Muboy. Hunt actually making some ground, if I'm not mistaken. And towards the back of the pack, Lex has taken the lead over Acadia by just 3 points. So Lex could still end up last if he does plenty of mistakes and lets Acadia take points that are left on the table. Alright, the map is about to start, and map 7 is about to start, and we are going to follow React for this round. So a pretty technical start already going through this section. A pretty tight drift there. Someone already full stop picking. I think that might have been Mebe, from judging by the livery. And as they come down to checkpoint 1, we're going to see the gaps. Now here we go. Suram in front of Cloud by 9 thousandths of a second, followed by Mini Beanie, React, and Mebe actually. I might have been mistaken. Mebe is in the fight. That might have been someone else. Sorry guys. And React making a critical mistake, and that's going to cost him dearly. He has to respawn. And as we're gonna move up to, let's actually check in on Cloud. Battling with Suram, Cloud taking the lead now. And he will win this round. Cloud first in front of Mebe, Suram for the top 3, Broccoli, Minibini, Aibo, Ender, and Multi completing the top 8. Arsa finishing the round in 13th place, picking up good valuable points for his battle in the midfield. And Lex finishing the map down in 22nd place. And Jasper down in 19th place currently for this round. So, Cloud leading from Mebe and Suram, with Porkoli and Minibini completing the top 5 after round 1 of map 7. Here we go, round 2. Following Cloud for this round. Cloud getting really close to that little struts, and Eternity completely yeeting into the corner and not making it. Cloud and Suram battling once again. Suram with a small advantage of 12 thousandths of a second. Again, it changes corner by corner. It's really nip and tuck between these guys. Minibini a little bit further behind at 4 tenths now behind the battle for the lead. And actually Minibini under the pressure from Mebe. Mebe trying to champ up the bit. He's actually overtaking Minibini, sorry. Minibini must have been a mistake. He's completely dropped off the rankings there. So it's going to be Cloud from Suram, Mebe for the top 3, and then follow Reax, Minibini, Manu, Broccoli, and Multi. Justin finishing in 17th place. Possibly his best finishing position so far in SmurfCup. Mosse finishing down in 18th. Lex finishing actually in 16th place. Depending on the finishing positions of Arcadia, this could actually yield pretty well for him in his battle for the hypothetical. In his hypothetical battle for the second to last spot. Now onto round 3, following Mebe for this round. Mebe getting almost picture perfect start. React, I think, one of the Smurf guys actually making a pretty big mistake. I think that was React who ended up eating the wall. Mebe taking a pretty big lead so far. 3 tenths. This is a pretty big margin. There must have been a few guys faltering, including Cloud, who's now 3 tenths behind as of checkpoint 1. We'll see how the gaps stack up in Q2. 4 tenths from Cloud now. And then a few other tenths back, we got Suram, React, and Procol actually battling it. Suram now getting closer to Cloud as we get towards the finish line. He could potentially snatch second. It's not going to happen. Mebe from Cloud and Suram for top 3, then followed by Procoli, React, Minibini, TXT, and Manu completing the top 8. Maybe it could be set to upstage this and actually take a map win. It's definitely going to be tight between Suram and Cloud at the end of this. And it actually was Maxi who had the first corner incident. So, 145 points for Cloud, who still retains the lead. 9 points clear from Mebe, who's gone 136. Suram third with 127. And just 2 points apart are Procoli and Minibini in battle for 4th place. Following Suram for this what could potentially be the final round. Good start all around from the leading pack. And again, this trio is starting to set itself apart. Mebe, Cloud, and Suram battling it together. Mebe taking the lead for 58 thousandths of a second at checkpoint 1. Again, it's really nip and tuck with these guys. Minibini also trying to join in the mix. Next with Procoli always following close behind. Suram taking up 2nd place from Cloud. Mebe still leading with 2 checkpoints to go. Suram now closing in on him. This could be a tight battle for the finish line. Mebe is gonna get it just. Mebe wins the round from Suram. Cloud completes the top 3. Following then are Procoli, Minibini, React, TXT, and Ender. And with this, the Smurf Cup is completed, and it looks like we've got Cloud, and it looks like Cloud is your winner for this edition of the Smurfs Cup. GG to Cloud. Oh, that was a bit of a typo there. Oh no, actually it actually is a tie. It's one more round. And Suram did not get the memo. Both of these guys are tied, and Suram actually celebrated a little bit too early, and it looks like it's going to be a battle between Mebe and Cloud for the map win. Mebe is still leading by the tiniest of margins from Cloud. Coming up to checkpoint 2 now. Less than a tenth separate the two. It's still really nip and tuck. Let's actually follow Cloud a little bit. Cloud gaining on Mebe towards the end. Is it gonna be better? Is it gonna be? Yeah, it's gonna be tight, and Mebe gets it. Mebe from Cloud, Broccoli, TXT, React, Minibini, Butifara, and Multi. And with this, we can finally say the Smurf Cup has been ended. I thought that we were actually gonna, I didn't think we were actually gonna end up on a tie. And it turns out that it indeed ended up on a tie with the decider being played right there. So, in the end, GG Cloud. Now, Cloud is your winner for this edition of the Smurf Cup 353. Now, after the map changes, we're gonna get into the results. That was a pretty intense battle for the lead. I was not gonna lie. Over the course of these 7 maps, we've seen plenty of tension for the win. So here are your final standings. Cloud wins the cup with 1,295 points to his account. Second is Suram, who put up a good fight to him and finishes is just 51 points clear and 51 points behind Cloud. Third is Mini Beanie on 1,020, one of the only drivers to break the 1,000 points barrier. Oh my god. P4 is Broccoli with 992. React is P5 with 964. P6 is Mebe with 944. Then a couple hundred points back, we got Ender down in 7th at 750. 5 points clear of Multi, and Butifara finishing P9 with 722, and Aibo completing the top 10 with 698. Manu 11th with 693. Harse 12th with 620. Zehond 13th with 616. Jasper 14th with 539. Mossy 15th with 531. Maxi 16th with 447. Hot Dog 17th with 423. Hunt 18th with 348. Mackie 19th with 334, and down in 20th place with 307 points, Jostein actually makes it into the top 20. Further down then we got Minshu, TXT, Lex actually finishes in 23rd place in front of Eternity, Jump Boy, and Article del Sur, Arcadia finishing down in 27th with 260 points. And then we got those who left, T-Mania, Polyform, Hydra, Drifting Zero, Naston, and Tohi. So, that is it for Smurf Cup 353, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This was my very first cast. I know there's going to be a lot of things to improve by the time I have to stream Play Day 6 of SCLC EP, but I'm definitely going to be working on these, and I really hope to get better. If you got any feedback, again, just let me know after you watch the VOD and stuff like that. This is going to be uploaded on YouTube the next day, so check around for that. My channel is called Thomas Bengozi. It's actually my full real name. Just search for that. Anyways, I'm gonna end it up here for tonight. So again, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Godspeed, people.